In this video, we will show how to install film on your SP303 stick pack machine when there is no pre-existing film on the machine. Start by removing the dust collection nozzle and opening the vertical sealing jaws. Remove the vertical seal anvils. Then, remove the filling tubes. Loosen the backlash rollers so that they don't cause problems while you are pulling film through the machine. If you are not sure how many are on your machine or where they are located, refer to the film control placard. This machine has 3. Next, loosen the thumb screw that secures the retaining pin on the vertical support. Pull the retaining pin out and lower the vertical support. Then remove the collar from the film holder. Now install the new roll of film, being sure to push it all the way to the backstop and that the film is oriented correctly. Reinstall the collar and tighten in a counterclockwise direction to secure the film. Raise the vertical support, reinstall the retaining pin, and tighten the thumb screw. It is helpful to cut the film at a diagonal before pulling the film through the machine. Now, we will web the film onto the machine. Be sure to follow the film control placard as you web the machine. While pulling the film through, make sure it passes through the film brake sensor. After passing over the rubber film feed roller, tighten down the backlash roller at this location. This will allow you to lift the film tension arm to feed more film from the roll. Pay special attention when winding through the film tension dancer. It is easy to make a mistake at this point. As you pass by the eye mark sensor, the film should go between the clear plastic plate and the white plastic plate. The white plastic plate is spring-loaded so that you can lift it up and put the film under. When you come to the cutting roller, be careful as the slitting knives are sharp. guide the leading edge of the film through the knives, and turn the roller until each lane has started to cut. Now, pull enough film through to go over the top roller and down past the vertical seals. For each lane, lay the film in place over the forming plate and install the filling tube. Then, pinch the film together around the filling tube and reinstall the anvil, making sure the seam of the film goes through the channel in the anvil. Now, close the vertical sealing jaws and lock them in place. At this point, you can re-engage the backlash rollers. Next, we will run the machine until it starts to produce good sticks. Keep in mind that you may have to stop and adjust the film inside the vertical seal anvils if the vertical seal is not being formed properly. Once the sticks are being formed correctly, trim off the excess film and feed each lane through, past the cutting knives. Now, you will need to manually fire the cutting knives. To do this, open the manual test screen. Turn on the manual test function. Cycle the cutting knife on and then off again, and turn manual test off. Next, you will need to make sure that the cooling bar is properly aligned with the horizontal sealing area. You can see here that the stick on the left has a cooling pattern that is not properly aligned with the seal area. The stick on the right is properly aligned. Before adjusting the position of the cooling station, it is a good practice to jog the sealing bar all the way down to check the clearance between the cooling bar and the sealing bar. It is possible to move the cooling bar too high, which would cause the sealing bar to crash into it and cause major damage to the machine. After verifying you have proper clearance, you can adjust the position of the cooling bar by pressing the Adjust I Mark button. Turn cooling position on, and use the arrows to move the cooling station up or down. You can also adjust the cutting position in the same manner. With everything adjusted properly, you are now ready to start production. Thank you for watching. To find out more about SP Group products, check us out online.